folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club. You're thinking, what jet is that? Well, this is the FMS F-18 Super Hornet. Now, but the markings is that from the E-Flight 80mm F-18. I took the decal set from it, kind of cut them back a little bit, and applied them to this one where I could see them the best. I had bought Cali graphics before. I'll be honest, I didn't know how to put them together, how to put them on, and I put one on the rudder back there, realized it didn't have it right, went to cut it and cut through my rudder, so I had to rehinge one rudder with CA hinges. It's been drama. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get some find some decals that look right. And they look pretty darn good. I think she came out really well. And they're a little oversized for it, but not by much. And I think it looks really good. I'm running a 3200 Smart 6S enter. CG's right back here, right? Basically, you see that the first wing bolts, you put your finger about an inch back behind that, and she's just perfect right there. And of course, you know where you put your battery. I've got the 3200 basically almost touching where they have the reflex system installed. Running an AR620 antenna's receiver. And then she's working with a reflex. All I've got from the reflex though is just gyro, basically, just wind mitigation, or their optimized mode. So this is not the first maiden. This is the first time I have flown her with the decals, and it's the second time I've ever flown her. So the first time I flew her in the morning, and I completely reprogrammed her. She wasn't in my radio anymore. I took her out, so completely reprogrammed her. Takeoff flaps. So in a way, this is a maiden. Let me see what my my expo. I'm in mid rates right now, which is 75% with 15% expo all the way around. And my flap settings are negative 100% for flaps up, negative 50% for takeoff flaps, which that's what that is. And then landing flaps are 0%, and I've got a 5% and a 10%, 10% being the mix for the takeoff flaps up, elevator to flap mix. Now I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to test it in flight, but I'm going to do mid rates for right now, see how that goes, how I like it. You know what? No, I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I'll do a low rates. Right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. And she got two rudders. You think, well, there's not much movement with that rudder, but you've got two of them. So that's double the amount of deflection. Motor on. All right, let me reset my timer. Wind is kind of out of that way. So get down here. I'm going to use the entire runway, or basically 80% of it. Okay, got the drop tank in, all the ordnance is on her. Man, have to hold, had to go to mid rates because gear up.
down. Landing flaps.
Sorry folks, not talking because I'm nervous.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Boy, she sounds good. Oh, I overcompensated. Dang it. Rip the nose gear out too. Look how far back it is. Now, between the failed twin timber and that. Well, shoot. I think she's okay though. Actually. No, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. You know, when I flew her the first time, I think the gear's fine. When I flew her the first time, I flew her with no ordnance on, and so that's part of the problem right there. You know what? Let's take the ordnance off, and let's try this some more. Hold on. You're gonna go with me, folks. Yeah, I'll tell you, sometimes you just, you lose your confidence in something. And then when you lose your confidence, you have a hard time shaking it, and that will translate into your sticks. It really will. So then you need to take a step back, and start over. Just kind of relax a bit. Let's go ahead and take that ordnance off. It just slides off. All it does, just slides off, because she just felt like she was flying heavy, like she wasn't wanting to respond. And I think it's just the resistance from all that ordnance on. Oh, that nasty ordnance, which really looked good for display, but give you, some drag when you're flying, and that's a drag. So put that in our little box. All right, now she's clean. I do have the ordnance on the end of the wings because I got them glued on. So we will continue on with our, and we're gonna go to high rates because I just didn't feel like I had enough control. All right. All right. All right. All right. We'll do our takeoff flaps.
Takeoff flaps.
And we're gonna
flaps up, gear up.
Oh, much better. Much better.
Time remaining 1 minute. Gear down, landing flaps.
Oh yeah. Much better. Much better. Much better. We got 36 seconds. We're gonna do one more. Yeah, that was much better. All right. Should have used takeoff flaps. But I'll leave the gear down.
Landing flaps 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time expired. Flaps up.
All right. Yeah, sweet flying jet. I recommend flying, put the ordinance on for display, or put yourself a, because I think I've only got a 30C rating on this 3200 pack. Motor off.
Motor off.
For sure. Looks good. Definitely a good flying plane. And that's where I've got 3200. Basically the same spot I'd put the 4000. Back as far as I can get it. And she flew just fine. Definitely want to use takeoff flaps so for her to rotate up off the ground. So anyways, yeah, that is a good looking jet. I mean, look at that bad boy. He's awesome looking. All right, folks, well, there you go. That is the FMS F-18 Super Hornet with the E-Flight F-18 80mm decals on it. So just the way I thought they looked good on there. All right, well, y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends in planes. Bye-bye.